You know, I think some people think Baker's being immature here. I'm to the point where I just think this is just who this dude is. You know, he grabbed his crotch in college. He planted the flag. He just wears it on his sleeve. He's almost like Deion Sanders playing quarterback.
Yeah.
And we're just not used to seeing it from the quarterback position. Is it immature? I don't know. Is it cocky? Yes. Baker Mayfield is cocky, and he doesn't bite his tongue. But football will humble you at some point, but and he probably will get humble, but who knows? He may just reinvent what we think of what a quarterback can do personality-wise.
Yeah, his personality doesn't fit the position, and that's what the rub is here. He's not immature. He's just out of position by what's coming out of his mouth. We let receivers be diva and say, oh, that's them. We let the linebacker be crazy or stoic, and yeah. All right, that's who they are. Did I look at you and say
Yeah.
All right, whatever you want to do. Yeah, by position, we let you be a crazed dog, D-tackle. You know, we let you do all that. But when you're the quarterback, we try to look at you and say, you can have game, but no gab. And if you are, what are you, Joe Namath? We've seen moments where it's a Cam Newton. It's moments where early Colin Kaepernick kissing biceps and wearing hats backwards. Woo, you know, the game first and stick to the game. So then you get a Tom Brady. You get these guys up there scripted at the podium. I respect the guy who's like, I am busting out of that shell. I am coming out of that shell and showing you me in this position. I love it. He's so authentic because he's like, look, I can manage both. His quote was, I can manage both. I understand what I'm saying, but I also understand I can play this game. And you're not going to scare me to go back into this shell, even if I'm playing the leader of this team.
I feel like I said, I don't think it's immature. I think he's just being honest about his opinion of how he feels about someone. Me knowing Hugh personally, I feel like that's way out of place. I've never had a situation where I felt like Hugh Jackson was fake. So he may have got, like TJ said earlier, some misinformation from another source, and he's you know, going along with that, and that's why he believes he may be fake. Because to be fake, that means I'm telling you something while you know or believe that I'm saying something else somewhere over here. So, like I said, that's just how he feels. That's his opinion. You know, I have strong opinions on, you know, different coaches too, but for me to come out and just, you know, be like, hey, I believe this guy is fake, I don't feel like it would be, like, right to do it, but I'm not going to put my business in the streets like that.
Before you respond, TJ, and I know TJ and Hugh are friends, I think Baker may be saying, Hugh Jackson has said, hey, I'm a Baker Mayfield supporter. I agreed with him as the first-round pick. And Baker may be saying, nah, no, you didn't. You wanted Tyrod Taylor to be the starting quarterback here. You didn't really believe in me. The things you're saying publicly aren't backed up by your actions.
And that's fine. But it should have never gotten back to Baker Mayfield. In this coaching profession, you want coaches that know what they're doing, but you want coaches that are loyal to you. And Hugh had a bunch of snakes on his staff because in this meeting, he could have said whatever he wanted to say about Baker. It should have never gotten back to him. And they're watching this, and they know they snakes in the grass because they went behind Hugh's back, probably when Hugh was there, and told Baker X, Y, and Z, and it turned him against Hugh. And so when Hugh was on the verge of being fired, Baker was like, get up out of here. I don't want you here anyway. Because you got coaches on the staff that wanted to be in Hugh's position, and they weren't. So they were trying to tarnish the relationship that Hugh had with Baker. I don't know this to be the case because I haven't spoken with Hugh about this. That's just when you call somebody fake, and to get to the question, is he immature? No, he's not. We're just not used to quarterbacks talking like this. They don't act like this. Tom Brady doesn't do this. Drew Brees doesn't do this. They're the best two quarterbacks. They don't act like this. So when a quarterback does act like this, it's like he's just speaking his mind. But what he has to understand is you better continue to play well because as soon as you play bad, you're going to get talked about and you're going to get talked about. If I went against Baker Mayfield, and I actually like him as a player, I like the attitude, but I would hit his ass late as much as I could just because I want to get him out his game because it's going to frustrate him because he wears his emotion on his sleeve. Can I get him out his game? Can I hit him late? Can I trash talk him to make him start playing out of his element? Because when you act like this, that's going to happen when you play a passionate sport. You can get him out his game.
Yeah, man, I loved your take on Hugh and Baker's relationship and what you think really fueled the word fake.
Dude, it has to.
No, I read something different, which I respect yours as much as mine, probably more. But I read that Baker, you're a different person when you have a job versus you're out there trying to get a job. So Baker Mayfield has been spending months with this guy and hearing, okay, he didn't really want to draft me or he didn't really want to start me, but it's okay. We're working together. And then you go on your reputation tour, Hugh Jackson. And all of a sudden, everything we discussed candidly and even in our family business, you have a different pitch because now you're trying to get a different reaction. You're trying to get a different outcome. So now I'm starting to take my own mental notes like, that's what happened? That's how you feel? That's not what I heard. That's not what you told me. And when Hugh Jackson came on here and we kept pressing him and I kept looking at Hugh Jackson and the South Centralness in me just was like, I wanted to go not fake, but I was like, this ain't authentic. Like, but I understood. I stayed back. I was a professional because I was like, this man trying to get a job. I'm not going to go all the way in to get so thorough that all of a sudden he exposes himself and doesn't get that next opportunity. But I'm not Baker Mayfield.
I was under impression from when we were here that Hugh had no say-so in offense. That was all Todd Haley. Can I help the offense? Can you help the offense? I'm going to help the That was Todd Haley's offense. Hugh had no say-so in the offense. That was all Todd Haley. So if anything, Baker Mayfield, be mad at Todd. Nobody has talked about this on TV. When Todd Haley got fired, he said, I was surprised because I thought I would be the interim coach. Nobody talked about that. That makes me go, you thought you would be the interim coach? You the snake. You the snake.
I don't, TJ, I think you're right. It's
and that's just speculation on my part.
I get it. I think you're right. But I'll say this about Hugh versus Baker. Baker Mayfield has to understand, because he seems to be upset that Hugh immediately went to the Bengals. And that's part of the thing he thinks. You've been in our locker room. How you going to go to one of our rivals we play twice a year? And that's where I think Baker has kind of messed up. Because, like, well, hold on, man. You got a family.
Was that a cover-up, though?
Thank you.
That was a cover-up.
Don't read into that anything. That was just for the fans
that was
to digest
deflecting.
it.
The real thing was there were things that happened inside the building that I'm not going to get into. That going to the Bengals, he was just deflecting.
Yep.
He was trying to throw people off.
That was easy.
That's all that was.
He knew that was the only way that people going to digest that.
Yeah, I'm with TJ now. So now I'm
Exactly.
thinking like, yeah, he want to flash it off to this, but then he says there's things in the building that happen. Why can't you tell me what the things are in the building that happen? Because maybe somebody else.
His quarterback coach is Ken Zampese. That Hugh brought. He ain't gonna be disloyal to Hugh. I'm just saying. I haven't talked to Hugh about this. I don't know this. I like Baker Mayfield. I hope he does well because he has a chip on his shoulder. But if I'm a defensive player, I'm hitting him late at least 2 or 3 times a game.
Expose that emotion, huh?
Yeah, start playing crazy. It's going to give us a game.
James Harrison.
You're going to get fined. James is the king of that. You're going to get fined.